Alright guys, welcome back. It has been a very long time since we've done a video on the layout. This is like episode 14, I think. If not, I'm gonna update it here anyway. But I got a lot of stuff to talk about. A lot of great stuff, a lot of new things. It may even be almost a year, maybe a little less than that, since I did a layout on this, and I've got a lot of things updating here. It won't look like a huge amount just yet, but this video I'm going to try to keep it relatively short, but I've got a ton of new trains to show off, a lot of stuff that I picked up that haven't even come out of the box this year, that I've been picking up from the Lionel catalog. And my son's got some really cool trains this year for Christmas. I got to keep the tradition alive, so that's going to be a big part of it. Also, you know, you've seen on the layout, I've got too many trains for the size of the layout on here, right? And I know a lot of people say you can't have too many trains on the layout, but in this case, I definitely do. I have, and we can do it like a quick turnaround here. I've got, you know, the Strasburg Railroad 90 on here, the 611J. I've got a ABA MTH consist there. That is a, I think that's a Weaver, it might be. I think. Failing me right now. A little switcher my son really loved. I've got my tried and true, the I-1 SA long haul tender. Got a little hair on there. And, you know, I've got a nice long train here. Got a switcher sitting there. Got this, and that's what happens when you have kids, right? You have, you got, well, there you go. I got a H10 consolidation there. I got a lot of freight cars sitting out here. Oh, there's a K4 hiding right there, and I got a lot, and I do mean a lot, of Strasburg Railroad cars out. So here's what I'm gonna do, all right, just to kind of like clean some things up here. I think first things first, we're gonna go over some of what my ideas are for layout. My son and I are, my younger son's into it, but not as much as my older son is. But, you know, we're definitely gonna clean up the trains because they need to be cleaned up. I haven't run them in a while. Periodically come out. They get a lot of dust on it down here with the concrete floor. Regardless, I got to clean them up. We're going to box them back up. I'm going to leave out the Strasburg 90. My kids love that. I'm going to probably put the J1A, I'm sorry, not the J1A, the 611J away. I'm definitely going to put away some of the Strasburg cars, maybe just leave like a 3-car train out, something like that. I'm gonna probably put all of my Pensy stuff away for right now. I'm not gonna give it away. What you know, I've got Pensy stuff, but I've got a lot of new trains that I just want to bring out and get on the layout. A few new cars here. So we're gonna do a quick cleanup of that first, and gonna try a couple different things here to help with, you know, how the perspective of the layout and being able to use my hands and show some stuff. So I'm gonna try one of those head pieces there and see if it helps out at all. But let me switch over to that and we'll go over. But first, I want to kind of show you guys what I'm going to use. I got this really cheap off of Amazon. You know, I don't know how well it's going to work. It's, you know, supposedly 100,000 RPM motor on it. I mean, who gives a crap? It's got an HD display. No one cares about that. But can use it to really, it definitely moves some air. That much I can say. 30 bucks. I want to use it to clean off the engines kind of delicately. And try to not use the brush as much if I can avoid it. We'll give it a shot. See how well it does. I think it'll clean them up pretty decently. I definitely need to clean the tracks on the layout. And then, you know, we'll do a little bit of like just kind of overview on that, and then we're going to start cycling through. I want to talk about what I plan on doing on the layout. I think we got some really cool ideas. My son and I have been really talking about what we want to do on the layout. And I think we'll get out the new trains here and just kind of have just a mega upload here. So I'll try to avoid, but 14 is going to be a big upload, guys. So keep watching, and let me switch over to the headpiece and see if we can go through what this thing's going to do. All right, so I got the headset on here. I don't know how well this is going to turn out. I just tried this guy, surprisingly good. I want to kind of just use this, and you're going to catch my screen here because I'm trying to make sure that I get a halfway decent shot on this. So we'll try to find something that's like really dusty, and let's take a look here. So I'm going to carry this with me. And we're going to go over to this Pensy here because this thing is nice and dusty. I'm going to just throw this right here for now. Light's not great here, but we're going to fire this guy up. There we go. All right, well that, holy moly. All right, so I'm going to shut this down for just a second. I can tell you this. This thing, and we're just going to move this over here for a second, works really well. And I'm just going to put this over here and grab it again. So this works really well. Actually, this will be a really good thing to see. So I don't know if you could see this too well. I'm going to check and see if I got it roughly where I need it here. But we're going to give this hell and see. Wow, this guy works awesome. I'm super happy with this. It's not like the greatest thing that's ever been made, but what's nice though is, you know, I can come in and in reality, let's try this one out because I got the brush here and I got a bigger brush here. So we can come in with this guy, kind of double barrel it. That's pretty impressive. Like, whoa, launch some stuff. Here's what I think I'm going to do. I'm just going to go. I'm going to find the boxes for all the stuff I got to put away. And we're slowly just going to make the rounds here and see if I can find where I need to put this stuff and get it put away. Because, you know, I got a lot to clean up here. I'm not going to bore you with that, but I'm going to clean the layout up, and then we're going to kind of rejoin here after I get dust all off of this. But really happy with this. I'm going to definitely be using this quite a bit. So back in the box, going to get some work done. Okay, so I didn't want to get too far ahead of myself. I got all the engines, pretty much, I think actually every engine except the Strasbourg 90 right now. And that, believe it or not, I'm a little bit behind the 8 ball on this, but I'll show you kind of what's going on here. So what I recently just became aware of is the Bluetooth app, because I'm just not really into that stuff very well, right? So I'm just gonna turn that on real quick, and I'm gonna just show you, like, I'm gonna run this on my other one here, but let me see if this works. Okay. So now it's fired up, and I'm going to try to do this so that you can see this on the phone. I do not know. I'm going to check real quick here to see if we're good. Okay, so we're good. So you can see the locomotive there, and this bad boy's still running. So I'm going to go back on my phone here and see if I can find a Bluetooth app. We're going to reconnect it. All right, there it is. It's showing up. Let me just make sure. I want to make sure it's got enough juice on it. So this is a really cool way, and I'll do a more in-depth one, but this is just a Lion Chief app. It's pretty awesome. So I'm gonna go connect with that. Boop. There you go. Now this guy's sitting here, and I'm just gonna effectively run it off of my phone, and I got it up at 20 volts, so I got plenty of juice here. But it's, and one of the things I noticed when I go into the sound, okay, so it stayed up, which is cool. Now see. That is one weird oddity, that it always lowers the chugging for some reason. So you got to go down with this, up with this, back up with that, and then the chug will be will remain good here. So let's Dispatcher, play with this a little bit. I'm gonna go flip my switch here.
Continuity test is complete. Are we clear to pull over?
All right, let's do it.
We're waiting for a work extra to get in the clear. Hold for my signal. Out. Trainmaster, this is SRC number 90. Ready to roll. Can I pull over? Things are taking a little longer than usual. Sit tight until I get the line clear. Out.
Oh, to hell with that. I'm going.
J-Tower, this is SRC number 90. We're all coupled up. Are we clear to the main line, over? You're clear to depart on your cab signal indication. Out.
All right, here we go. Right, now that's totally cool. All right, and I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna go nuts here and do all that, but I can uncouple. You can see what's available on the app there. So very cool. I'm just gonna back it right back in here and get it back in the spot for now. And I can turn the volume up even further, but so that's. That's really cool, and part of the reason, see, I got this so I can kill it so it's not running all the time, so I can run multiple engines at once, or it'll just sit there, so you could disconnect, so you can see it disconnected from it, so hopefully you guys could see that. So now, what do I have here? All right, so let me get back so I can actually film this in a way that you guys can actually see what's going on here. All right, so I got something I've been looking forward to for quite a while. All right, my son 100% is looking forward to this. So this is the Berkshire Pierre Marquette, and I was going back and forth between whether or not I wanted to do the Pierre Marquette or the Nickel Plate Road, but my son has the Pierre Marquette in American Flyer also, so I figured, what the hell, let's get it in O scale as well, because it'd be cool if I could find the cars from the Polar Express cars, because this was the proper locomotive for that. So I'm going to stop it for just a second while I get all this stuff, because you can see I'm not very good with oh, see, this is nice. It's just the side piece, so I can just pull it out. Instead of the MTH ones, they used to be a real bear, taking them apart. Here, let's get these guys. It's just single pieces, so I can slide it over. Quick look. Absolutely beautiful. Detail on the undercarriage. Very slick look. It looks like it has a monster speaker in it. So let's see. These flaps. Yep, the flaps open. No controls in there for that. So I am going to see if I can run this all on the Bluetooth, because I really don't have, I don't have Legacy. I have a couple Legacy engines, but I don't have the Legacy box. Maybe someday I'll get it. I think it might be worth it, but I'll tell you what, this is definitely something that would get me into buying a lot more of the... Wow. Wowzers. That is a beautiful engine here. So let me get these pieces out of here. And I'm in the process of really cleaning the track, so I apologize if... wow. Boy, that is an impressive engine. Makes the weight worth it, although this was nowhere near the weight that we had to do for the whatchamacallit. All right, let's take a quick look in here. I don't know if you guys can see in here. So we got on, run, program, main, whistle. Can't tell what that is there. I think is that Bluetooth? The hell with it. Let's give it a shot. I don't know if this will do Bluetooth or not, but let's get her on the track. And worst I can do is run it in conventional mode. And, it'll still be awesome. It won't be... I won't be able to enjoy everything, but let me get that back on the track. That's not... Tough putting this thing down on a hill here, and I don't know if it's very obvious, but it is a hill. Pretty much my entire layout is hills because of how small it is. But we will definitely get into... How about we put that back on, right? So that looks good. Wow, that is a beautiful engine. I got to get my son John down here so he can can critique this, but for right now, let me get this back in the box, and we're going to see if this has Bluetooth on it. All right, so here we go. I'm going to turn that off. We're going to turn that on. Actually, before we do that, let's do this first, and make sure that we got plenty of smoke in this bad boy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Should be more than enough. That is a big locomotive, man. That is impressive. So let's see. All right, so I got her up to, just got her up at 20. Let's see. Okay, so I definitely think it's in Bluetooth mode because none of the controllers over here work. So we're gonna do a quick look here. We're gonna go and see if I can get it back on the Bluetooth and see if there's an engine available. And let's see, oh, there's, yep, see, there it is. There it is, let's do it. Let's link it. There we go, baby. That's pretty cool. All right, because I'm an idiot, I want it loud. See, and it does it on this too. I don't know why. Down, up, up. Volume, up. Crank that bad boy. I want that volume up. Come on. There we go. Now let's try it.
Dispatcher, we're ready. Is it okay to pull?
Let's do it. Well, let's do this.
One inbound against you. Hold for the signal. Out.
All right, I'm gonna open the coupler. I don't know if you guys saw that. Gonna turn that off. Ready? I don't know if you guys can see that. Nice. So what we're gonna do, we got her in reverse. Let's go hook up some cars, all right?
Dispatcher, how's the track look? Am I clear? Over. Clear through my limits. Out.
Now I realize that there's not, we don't have the ability to really adjust a lot of stuff on this app. Well, you can, but you can't get all the sounds, I don't think. All right. Got some good momentum, actually. Here we go. Hey, bud. All right, I got my crew here. We're bringing it up on the outside, and bring it over here. Check it out. Okay, she's on the outside now. Yeah, sure. Come on in. She does like smoke. That's for damn sure. A lot of smoke. Goes here. Let's get a couple cool shots right here. Hopefully don't get hit. What's the matter? Get that overall volume up.
How's the track look? Am I clear? Over. Clear through my limits. Out.
All right, folks, now I got another, here's the next engine in here. I already got smoke in it, so we shouldn't have to worry about that. This is, you know, this has been a locomotive that I've been trying to chase down for the better part of, my apologies, I'm trying to move some stuff around here so I don't trip over it. But, you know, I've been trying to chase this thing down for years, and then out of nowhere, they just reissued it. I think it's like every 2 years. It's the Pennsy Heritage, you know, the Legacy units, ES44. It's just a really awesome locomotive that I've been trying to chase down for, I would say, the better part of 5 years, since it was like the initial issue. Beautiful. Oh, that finger there, rogue finger got in there. Beautiful locomotive. A lot of detail. Can run on 054. Smoke. Does the Bluetooth. So we're gonna do the same thing here. Let's first fire up this track. All right, there she goes. She's fired up. Now we're going to go and connect it. So we're going to go into the app here again. There we go. It knows it's there. Connected. There we go. We're connected, Benny. Look at that. It's got forward. And oh, it's already smoking. Do you like that? Yes. Already smoking. Got the number, the cab number in it already. Let's see. I like it. Okay, there's the bell.
Dispatcher, am I clear to move?
Yeah, pretty much standard voices and everything. It's got the
Dispatcher out.
forward coupler, rear coupler. I like them both. Close that up there in the back. Let's check the sounds real quick. It actually had there. See, it always does that. I don't understand. So I bring that down. Hold on, bring it down. Bring this up. Bring this up. Bring it up a little bit. Bring it up all the way. Bring it all the way. Now I got the road sounds. This, for some reason, remembered from me. Ooh, I do like that. I like that one. I'm going to go general volume all the way up. I like that. Alright, good enough. Alright, Benny, we are going to pull it out and hook it up to the consist. Let it roll around here. So let's see. Good sounding bell. I like that. Now my guess is that we're not going to get a good connection here, so we're going to back it up and see if we can get it to. Got it. Darn it. Thought I had it, didn't hook it hard enough. Wham. There we go.
There we go.
All right, ready? Forward it. What do you like? Do you like that sound, or do we want to change it, lower the pitch?
I like that sound.
Like that one?
Yep.
All right. It's a good one. All right, let's go. Steady runner. Definitely needs a heavier car on it for sure. I got it on. I'm just getting a bunch of. I can. It doesn't look like so. Benny was just asking me like, and I apologize here. I'm a little dirty here from working on the layout here, but Benny was asking me like, when can I put the camera car on this one, and I may have to put it, in front of it maybe to have it push around, or put it further back. You know what, that's what we'll do. We'll put it behind the caboose, and we'll get a drive around with that, all right? And we'll put it behind the caboose. That'll work, all right? Put it right behind it, so let's do that. All right, so we actually got a very interesting thing with this diesel. And oof, man, I am definitely a mess. But just noticed a very interesting thing with this diesel is the cars, this is supposed to be 054, but this locomotive does not run through switches, and this is all, I have all 072. The only track that is not 072 is right here, and that's only because I want to get it into this feed mill here, and that is not where any locomotives are end up going. So that is very disappointing that I can't run this thing in a way that I would like to through a switch, because it pulls this car off the track, and as of right now, I can't run through these switches with it because the car doesn't make the switches in it. So that's very disappointing, and I'm going to need to figure out what the heck I'm going to do there. So let's see if I can get it the rest of the way and see if it's not going to pull the car off the track.
Hey, Dad, look.
Please see. I want to just see if this thing will run through the rest of the layout without hosing up. My guess is if I run it through this switch here, where it's got to go back and forth a lot, it's going to 100% come off the track. What do you think?
I think that's gonna happen.
A good guess? All right, you want to do it? Let's flip these two switches right there. Flip them. Let's see what happens. My guess is we're going to have a derailment, so let's get over here and take a look. And we'll watch right here. Very eagerly. Not going that fast, but you're gonna see it pull the front truck of the boxcar off. Well, son of a gun. It didn't do it. Why then did I have a problem over here? All right, then we're gonna try it again. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna flip this track right here. Yeah, go ahead and flip those back. This guy's flipped. This guy's flipped. Let's see if we can get through this track. We're gonna watch right here. Let's see. It's coming through. Let's see if it has a problem coming through. Ah, yeah, see it? Yeah, it definitely pulled it off there. All right, we're gonna kill both because I don't want to short again. Now, I don't know, is it picking the switch? No, the switch is good. Okay, well, you know what? Gonna have to do some troubleshooting there because that's the first time that's ever happened, so we're gonna have to figure that out. But overall, beautiful engine, runs great. This is what happens. So I'm gonna have to definitely figure out what the hell's going on with that, because that's not great. Because if I can't run it through there, I think it's turning and then coming back. It becomes a problem. But let's get it back on the track. We're gonna have to figure out what the heck we're doing there.
Dispatcher, are we clear to the next junction? Over. Yep, all clear. Dispatcher out.
Keep coming.
Do I have to connect to that?
All right, now we got one on here. That's one that we've been chasing for a while to get back. This is actually one that I owned for a while. Didn't have a layout, and now my son owns it. It's a beautiful T1 duplex. 5511. Yeah, and it's not perfect. You know, it has the rubber wheels are all rotted on. They came off, but it's an absolutely beautiful engine. I got some really nice passenger cars for it. It's not the best smoker. I got to figure out why it's not smoking great, but you know, I'm going to be taking a few of these in to get them serviced here in a bit. But it still makes the hills with no rubber wheels, so, and this is a pretty long train. It's got some heavy cars on it. I got a few more cars I haven't brought out yet. They're sitting over there. It's a double pack of hoppers. Very cool. All right, so that's the third of 4 new locomotives that we have on the layout. We got the ES 44 that we got, and it runs great. Like, don't get me wrong, it does run great. It's just the issue that we're having is the way this it's not a cow catcher, but basically the pilot, the trailing truck here on it swivels way further than the back of it can. And in this little car that doesn't have a lot of weight, it'll pull it right off the track. So, and what sucks is it's supposed to be made to run on 072, which is what our complete or 054, and our entire layout's 072. So, we've got a couple more freight cars that we want to bring out, and we have one more really cool locomotive we want to bring out. So let's bring the Pennsylvania onto the inside track, and we'll set up the other one on the outside track. All right, not gonna tell you what it is until it's all set up. And there she is. Now, I can't afford to get the brand new one just yet. I was really thinking about it. And my local dealer, Barry, has a legacy version of this, but the deal I got on this from my father-in-law, it is a Proto Sounds 1, so take that with a grain of salt. And I only have 3 of the 5 cars because I just don't have a big enough layout to park them all. So we did the baggage and a coach and the observation for now. But this has been one of those trains that, you know, I've kind of chased after. My son said, you know, it's my favorite. It's one of my favorites. It's a really beautiful locomotive. It's a New Jersey-based engine, so it's okay to be in here. I'm not sticking to any type of prototype. Just doing a quick look around here. You can see where the Pennsy is, the T1. It's got the fairly long train on here for this layout. But it's a gorgeous locomotive, and this fits in the other passenger side. This is really all I have for passenger storage. I may put away the 90 at some point. It is just a real hemorrhoid to put that thing back in the box. If you know, you know. It was ridiculously well packed. All right, let's get this bad boy running here. I'll tell you what, for a Proto 1 locomotive, I'm not complaining one bit. This is a beautiful setup. Cars are beautiful. I can't put all 5 on like I said, but let's get her running and see what you can do. All right, so that's just about it for the train running. You can't beat an old Proto 1 that's in good shape for smoking. Like, I didn't even put any smoke in it, and I don't know if you can tell in here, but there's a hefty cloud of smoke. So really, really happy with that. A beautiful engine, and on to the fun stuff now. I want to talk about a little bit like what's going on with the layout, and I think we'll start kind of in the main section here, and then we'll talk about what else is going on. I got a few extra cars that I didn't get yet. That I didn't bring out yet. I'm gonna leave them there. It's some cold cars. You've seen a lot of them on the layout. I'm not gonna really get into that because this is gonna stretch into being a super duper mega upload. But let me switch the camera around here, and we can start talking about what mods we're gonna do. Okay, so I think the easiest spot to kind of start talking about like what's going on with the layout is in this general area, because this is not changing really much. It's actually just going to get finished. I got a lot of really cool stuff to detail the farm. We're going to have like a horseback riding area in here, and cows and stuff like that along there. And this hill's going to kind of taper down. This will have like good scenery and everything, and it'll taper down along here. There'll be hills against the wall. I'm going to have some sort of tunnel portal there. And then I'm not sure exactly what's going over there, but it's going to be kind of like a tapering from like a city into like the rural industrial type of thing. I'm not 100% sure what I'm doing just yet in there. I know I don't like that there anymore. I also am not thrilled with this, but it kind of works with this. So I'm going to see if I can make something work. Essentially, you can see I put in a much tighter curve here because it fits for what I needed to do here. And I'm going to have kind of the road go out, cross this, come back around, cross through, or I may have it so that it kind of goes this way and disappears and shows back up again over here. But I'm going to do a lot of scenery in this area. This is actually going to disappear. It's not going to stay here. It's going to end up on the new part of the layout, and I'm going to do more of it. I'm putting more of these things in here, so I'll have to remove this. We'll replace it. I'm going to put more buildings all in this area. Like I said, it's going to be kind of tapering off into like from a city scene into like a downtown type of area up here, kind of raised up off the main level there, so I can get in underneath and clean the track. I think my son and I were talking, we definitely want to use these Pittsburgh Train Fanatic backdrops. I think they're awesome. They fill in really nice, so I'm going to get a few more of them, kind of plaster them along the wall here, kind of just bring that whole thing forward. And it gives me a lot of scenery without having to basically do a lot of scenery. So I spent a little bit of money on these things, but you wire them up. I'm going to raise it up off the ground, and I'll give you an idea, kind of like the brickwork back there I'll use. But it raises it up off the ground, kind of gives it that forced perspective that I'm looking for. And then I got to see if I can maybe fit some cars, like fake cars and stuff like that up there with it. And I think I'll be able to do it back there where I got a little bit more room to make a scene. One thing I didn't talk about, and this is an accessory I love it, and I want to figure out a spot to put it in here. It's a Ford dealership. I love it. The thing's big, so I'm not 100% sure where the heck I'm going to put it. It might end up over there as just a neat scene to have in there, because it'll fit real nice back there, and I think I can make it work from like a town perspective. That, I'm getting rid of that backdrop. I thought it was cool. It's just not working. I kind of just plopped it back there, but it really has, it has a light on it, right there, but and lights on the front of it, but it's not working for what I want to do. I'm gonna see if I can make it work in the new section. I'll get more of that later. This is engine service area, not changing, just gonna put more in there, more of it in there. Like I said, this will leave. The big changes, I'm gonna have to take this out a little bit for just a little bit, because what we're gonna do, and I'm gonna see if I can get it under here, is we're gonna break this section right here. And I don't know how well you can see. I'm going to break that section, and then coming down this hill, kind of over there, break that section. And then they're going to head out that way. All right, now this looks all real like a mess. Trust me, it's actually a little better. Getting rid of all that stuff. So hopefully by the next video, most of this will be cleaned up or almost gone. And all this crap will be off the floor. But it's about 6 feet from this wall to here. And then, because I'm working on finishing up all these walls. And then it's going to go from about the edge of this layout about 15 feet out that way, and effectively from here to the side of the layout to the end of that wall right here is about 8 feet. And then from there, you spin it around, you got to go about 7 feet or so to make the loop. So ultimately about 15 feet from the edge of the layout, it'll be a little peninsula, and I'll show you it right here, and you can see a couple different views of it there. But what we're going to do is it's going to give me a nice ability to put a rural area kind of lifted. So I'm going to move this switch, and I'm going to have to put it, I may just send it up towards the front and put it on the front of it just to make it easier for me. But it's going to be a rural area along the top. And it's going to kind of go into, there's going to be a coal mine at the end with 4 tracks plus a service track for a locomotive that will move cars around in there. And I may play with it a little bit to kind of make it work a little bit better, but it's going to go off in this area, and all this stuff will be gone. So, and there'll still be room to open the door. This is to my power box and all this stuff, but this will give me some new spot to run so that this won't be just a loop under here anymore. It'll actually head out that way. So for now, I'm not really doing any scenery in this area. I'm going to do all the scenery kind of this way. Try not to make you puke here. Around this side. I'm going to do all this stuff leading up to this, and then we'll kind of make the big migration that way so that we can keep running the layout. Because I think the main thing, I want to keep using the layout, enjoying it, getting the various bench work and stuff done. But what's cool is, like, and you can see kind of right in here, I don't need to necessarily hit this one, but I could split it right here. So all I have to do is take out like these 2 tracks and the 2 tracks behind it, and I'll be able to lift this whole section out intact. I can take the screws off. I have to take it all off. It's really not the end of the world, so I should be able to take it off. I have to disconnect the wiring on that, but it's really not going to be that hard to do. And then I'll be able to put that back in, and I'll probably reconfigure it a little bit. And I'm thinking maybe even up on the top of this section over here, I'll run like a trolley or something, because what I want to do is at the far end, we'll have, like, on the front, we'll have the mine, you know, and there'll be just more of this. So I'll have like maybe 4 of these, 2 of these, or 4 of these, and 2 of these. And maybe I can use that backdrop there. I don't know. But I'm going to put them on each track. So each track has a way to service the cars. And I'm just a lot of coal cars, because I'm a big coal train Pennsylvania, obviously, guy. And I want to make sure that that's well represented in here. I think it'd just be really cool to have. Still haven't figured out the passenger car problem. Don't think I'm ever going to on this, because I seem to always have a lot of passenger trains but not a lot of freight stuff. So I'm really trying to make a concerted effort to get that right. So that's about it. Like, you know, I'm going to start. You're going to see some more progress over here. I'm going to work that, and we're going to start working this back area here. You may see the dealership get going here real soon. I've got a couple of other really cool Woodland Scenics ones. I really like them, the built-ups, because, I mean, they do a lot of the work for you. I know that's cheating, but they put a lot of really nice detail in there, and I think it's really awesome. So you're going to see a lot of that, this especially this side, and going this way. And I'm going to kind of just, you know, like I said, I'm going to go around the world. So go, oh, you know, and then eventually we'll get back off this way. But, you know, it'll allow us to keep having fun with the layout. It's not going to be, like, out of commission. And then eventually this is just going to grow. And I have most of the track. I mean, I do have to get some more 072, but it's not that bad. I do have to get, I think, if I remember correctly, it was like 6 switches, something like that. Maybe less than that. Actually, no, it was less than that. I think it was like 4 switches. And then it's just an 072 loop that goes out and back, but it adds a lot more fun because the train will disappear for a while. So that's it, guys. I know this is a monster upload, but we're back. We're going to start doing more and more videos. I think it's a lot of fun here. I hope you guys enjoy this. By all means, you know, I try to be very interactive. So by all means, reach out. And if you have any questions, be happy to answer them. I'm going to do a little bit more detailed information on each of the engines that I brought out, because it was kind of just like a quick wham bam. But there's some history behind a lot of these engines, so I figured it'd be cool to just talk about some of them in more detail. And yep, that'll be the next upload. So, and by the way, I said episode 14. This was 13. 14, we'll talk about the engines. So thanks for watching. Subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. Hit the like button, and we'll see you guys next time. Take care.